Blessings. Urukuna shana rana kurusu shana rana kurutushi ana ya kiarana. Iana kiatara kurusu shuno tana ya kiarana. Ukurusu shuturno kiatana kiarana shunu ya. Iana kara shutunu ya kiatana rana kuru. Iana kurusu tuna ya kiasa ya. Iana rakurutu shuturno kiatana ya. I aki atana rakurusoshunaya. Beloveds, beloveds, beloveds. I'm feeling very blessed to be here with all of you because there's always something magical happening in the field when we do come together. As I've been saying for a while now, us coming together assists us massively in the theme of 2023, which is activating and coming back to as much remembrance as possible of who we are. So we are in an energy that is a little bit lighter than last week, at least. Thank God for that. And if we go really high, if we go really high up and rise above, our physical, emotional, mental stories, dramas, and challenges, we can see very clearly that there's two things happening, and that's the old world is collapsing and the new world is being built up, right? And the old world is full of rigidity and it's kind of built on the template of right and wrong. And the new world, which in many ways takes a little bit longer time to fully build up on a strong foundation, that is a foundation we're creating from within ourselves right now. That foundation and the values and the qualities of the new world is options, like ever changing eternal options and eternal opportunities. So the new world, the new order needs to be anchored within ourselves, right? So we need to access that energy that we want to have on the outside. We need to access it within ourselves. We need to access the true energy of creation. We need to access the true energy of full life force energy to be able to bring that out into creation. So, whatever we need individually to really start to live and see the life that we actually can live from within, full of options, full of changes, and immense, like eternal opportunities. When we start to see, when we have cleared the holographic that we use, when we start to see, feel, sense, and experience life from that space of opportunities, from that space of options, from that space of complete freedom in every given moment, that's when our outer reality can change, right? When we started this journey, we try to change everything on the outside, and sometimes we might still do that. But it is from within and out. It is from within and out. And that's why it has been so much healing, so much clearing, so much purging. The good the good news is that as we're entering the new world and we're leaving everything about the old world, we do also understand that we don't need to dig as much anymore. We don't need to stay in any details really. And by that, I mean getting to know your inner child. Absolutely. Getting to activate your adult self, the one that is going to take care of that inner little child when she or he is wounded. Yes. But going into the details, what exactly happened and becoming an identity of your past that needs to be cleared, released, so we can enter that new order, the new world, from how we identify ourselves, because we are not that trauma. Of course, we need to acknowledge it. In the new world, we are grateful for those traumas, those lessons. Of course, they are still always going to be a part of our blueprint in many, many ways, but we're not identifying ourselves with it, and we are fully and completely leaving the victimizer program that will in any way make us stay in the old world. The new world don't know the victimizer energy. In the new world, we have so much compassion to what happened, compassion to our own choices, but we also take self responsibility. We work incredibly deep with the natural laws. So we keep really deepening the understanding and our commitment to work with the universal laws and the natural laws and becoming a sovereign citizen of the natural laws. And really feeling that I'm doing that because I do choose that from my free divine will, not because everyone else is doing that. So that is something that really happens because, let's say, one of the laws, cause and effect, makes us either, go into victimhood, or we can be a martyr too, but we can also choose to take self-responsibility, see the lessons, see how energy work, what I send out, that's what I'm gonna get back, and whatever I get back, it's gonna be returned back. So it's like understanding the law of cause and effect on all levels. So this is really next level on the ascension, which is like once we start to anchor these codes fully, completely on all levels in our life, that when freedom is gonna start. So that's a big part right now. And I also want to say that during this coming period, as we enter March, leaving February, you're gonna notice that there will be some windows for you to attach to new stories. It's almost like a test to see, okay, are you willing to ascend and reach a higher consciousness level? Are you ready to live even more by the natural laws? And you will see that there's like, whoa, okay, here I can get attached and stay with the stories and the dramas, or I can make this differently this time. So this will be presented over and over and over again, actually during March, and it can feel intense, like, why is this happening? It's like you're gonna see how fast you're gonna like really evolve. And then another interesting thing, like as we're entering also now in March, is a lot of time management. We need to change our time management. So kind of know that we will never, ever, ever experience time in a way that we have been experiencing it before. So if we try to be effective as we were once upon a time when we were connected in the 3D, we might get disappointed because now we are really operating on a multidimensional level. So we are doing, everything that we're doing is really working not only, linear in this timeline, it works simultaneously in many, many timelines as we're operating as a more higher multidimensional being. So that means we are doing more without really feeling that in the 3D way because we're clearing, releasing, activating, remembering, and becoming more and more our true self, which is kind of makes us operating through all time and space with our soul extensions, retrieving anything that is out there from our soul, getting it back. So it might feel like, oh, I don't get anything done, but we do. We do get a lot of things done on a higher level, and we are serving on a completely different way. We're not serving in the 3D way anymore. So that is also something really to bring with you and see, okay, so out of this perspective, where I am right now, how I need to flow, how can I manage my time? So it's really like look at how to work with your time management and allow that to change, like really, really, really. And another interesting thing also now as we enter March is also that you're going to notice that either part of you wants to like super focus and dig into one thing and just have all the focus there, or it just gets spread and the energy is all over the place. And this is like a nice thing to try to navigate. Most of the energy will bring us into wanting to do several things, and it's also a way of managing more tasks, more being that multidimensional being that actually don't need to focus only on one thing. But there is a but. If we spread the energy too much into like 16 different things, it can be really intense. But maybe we can keep it to like 6 or 5. We don't need to take one, because it's going to be a lot of life force energy ready to be released now in the beginning of March. So if we enter that gate, boom, a lot of energy will come through. And if we try to focus on only one thing, that can become almost a little bit too intense for our energy field. And I also feel it's so interesting to see that, you know, our true essence is to be so full of energy, so full of life force energy. It's okay when it comes those days with a lot of ascension symptoms and there's massive downloads coming down, but still to be so tired that you almost feel like you are asleep, like you want to go into sleeping mode. That is something that my guides have really asked me to work on, to clear, to heal, and to activate and connect with our true life force energy. Because something that the dark energy, whatever we want to call them, don't want us is to access our full life force energy. And even those that are not awakened yet can be a little bit stressed when we are in our full power. So that's why it's so important that we come together with our soul tribe. We need to see others being in the full life force energy, so we also can remember that that's it. That's how it is. And I've been keep dimming myself all the time, because for many of us, I experiencing this every day. As soon as I leave my home, I feel like, where can I be all that I am? I can be it with you guys when I have my sessions. If I have a circle, if I have a webinar, then I can really release all that power. But where do this power of mine, this divine power and life force energy fit in to this normal, regular planet, right? So I've been asked for us to come together on Tuesday and do this huge activation. And if you cannot come to that, you can always do the replay afterwards. And this replay is going to be necessary to be doing every month all the way to the end of the year if you feel guided. So this is really like activating your life force over and over again until you come to that peak point of remembrance, that all parts of your body is remembering it physically, it remembers it emotionally, it remembers it mentally and spiritually, so there's no going back. Then the energy, the life force energy, will be fully not only activated, but it will also be fully flowing. Because I can say that a lot of things are going to start to go down on this planet, pretty soon. And we are going to need to have access to our full life force if we are gonna really be able to serve as high as much as we're supposed to do, so we can use our gifts, our unique blueprint codes. So all of this, like, I mean, come on, who is not tired of being tired, right? Like, that needs to also leave our field as an ascension tribe. We also need to kind of like assist each other in staying sharp, focused, alert, take care of ourselves in all ways, and keep racing, and moving and expanding and using and connecting and upgrading our life force energy, which is eternal, which is our birthright to have connection to. So, of course, we're also going to release any dark programs. We're going to release anything that has plugged in to especially our sacral chakra, our genitals, and our root chakra, but also anything that really made us forget how it is to access this in all of our energy bodies, and also now know how to go to that point, switch it on, and really turn up the volume of the life force energy when something is needed. It's not about forcing. It's not about emptying your energy. It's about connecting to the eternal living life force energy within us. So that is also a huge thing in March. That's will also why you will feel like, ooh, this energy is so intense, it's so expanded, it's so easy then to burn it out. Do too much and burn it out. So the practice is also to allow this energy to flow, have it contained as you are like kind of like this woo, 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 this battery charging itself, right? But without never ever going into empty mode. So I'm beyond excited for Tuesday's first activation under the name of Mia Kafkios, which is also something very big for me, that I dare to step out of the old name, follow guidance. So I hope I get your support, because I know this is a huge work we're supposed to do. And after this life force activation, there's a series of big works I've been asked for us to do. So this is also kind of creating that foundation, the foundation of the new world within ourselves. So March is a really interesting month. Okay, let me go into the channeling, because the teams really wants to come through. We claim this space as sacred. We claim this space in the name of God, in the name of Christ, consecrated to the eternal living light code. We ask for the highest for everyone involved in this here and now, in our highest God self purpose. We ask for full protection and connection with the eternal living light of God and our family of light. So as the light language codes comes in, you might see like beams, like really beautiful beams of light coming into your field. If you cannot see them, sense them, you can visualize, even imagine them, the team says. They hold the frequency of the sun. So this beautiful beam of light, they're actually aspects, fragments of the central sun. And as they enter your energy field, allow them to create a sensation of warmth, warm waves starting to flow into your energy field. These warm waves of the central sun beaming into your field assist you now in relaxing your body, but yet feeling the energy of your blueprint flowing up and down through your vertical column. So you're entering a very relaxed state in your physical body, assisted by this beaming central sun waves. And they are assisting in opening your vertical pranic tube, You can allow the breath to move up and down from earth all the way up to source, from source all the way down to earth. Nurukusuno shara na kiata nara na kurusutunu yana ya. Kurusutu yashiara na ya kiana ya. And the team says we want to assist you in understanding that full energy can only be released when you are in a relaxed state, when you feel safe, when you decide to receive, when you let go of resistance, when you let go of control, when you let go of needing to know. Very, very beautiful golden beings, which actually now are being presented as golden dragons. So and they're placing a massive amount of golden eggs also in this energy field of yours, assisting the beaming golden central sun rays. The team says allow yourself to bathe in these warm waves. Allow these waves to assist you into relaxing, moving into a safe energy which opens up for you to allow the suppressed life force energy to start to flow. Keep breathing up and down from earth to source, feeling how your pranic tube gets stronger and stronger, assisting you to feel sharp, focused, and alert. And these beautiful golden eggs from the golden dragons, they're so beautiful. They're not revealing for me what they're supposed to do there, but it's really like they are pillars of Christ consciousness. So they're kind of opening the field with the qualities of Christ consciousness. Allow yourself to bathe, relax, enjoy, and still feel how the life force energy starts to accelerate within you. Beautiful, beautiful. Feel, sense this golden waves and rays from the central sun. We just really contract a little bit to create a recording into our field. Bring this energy straight down to earth. And we seal this energy work. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it. It is done. Blessings, beloveds. It's always so nice to be in the field with all of you here. So I hope you come and join me on Tuesday. It's a massive work. It's a massive work. I mean, what would happen if we would access our true essence and life force energy? Can you just imagine how much of what we want to create and have into creation would be able to start to manifest? It's huge, and I know by us activating it within us, we will have the codes to give to our children, our beloved ones, all the people we meet, our clients, and all of that. And not at least sending it all out to the planet so those souls that are ready to receive can receive the codes. Because that's the thing, right? When we do come together, like 300-400 of us, it's of course an individual work, but most of all, without always knowing it, we're actually here serving the collective mission we said yes to do, and that can only happen when we come together in this huge committed work. So I love you, I honor you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for walking with me eternally in gratitude. Blessings.